got big and pretty. Okay, now that we've seen my beautiful little dog, didn't he grow up gorgeous? I'm just so tickled with him. I'm going to tell you what happened to me today. So today I had my specialist appointment. It was another checkup. I've had the CT, I've had a checkup. Now we had to have another checkup. So what has actually come to be found is that for, I don't know how long, they've overlooked that I've got excessive bone marrow in places in my ears and bones where bone marrow is not supposed to be. And it's causing huge infections and inflammation and issues, and if they had probably found it when whatever damage occurred to cause this, I would probably have had a much different existence on this planet. So, Jesus, what are you trying to tell me? What? What's going on? Like, what am I supposed to do with this information? I don't know. We'll figure it out together somehow. But, I want to talk about a couple things. Like, I was there week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and they had dropped the whole mask issue. You didn't have to wear a mask, which is great for me because, as you all know, back in my day as a parole officer, I was actually in a prison setting, and an inmate came in riled, and they ended up having to do lockdown. I got trapped in a small area with this violent inmate and a bunch of COs that emptied 3 cans of max force pepper spray on him, and we had to sit there and soak in that for 25 minutes. 5 of us ended up hospitalized, and I had chemical pneumonia, and I have a damaged left lung. I don't like to wear masks because when I have to suck through the mask, it drags my left lung, and it makes it mad. And so I didn't want to put one on, and the lady's like, but honey, we've all got to be safe. And I said, but I don't understand if everyone in here is vaccinated or has had COVID and they don't have to wear a mask, then how is me not wearing one putting anyone at risk if they're covered? The only person I'm putting at risk is me, and I'm okay with that. I choose to be at risk. I don't want to breathe through the mask. I'll have to hit an inhaler for the next 3 days to get my lung balanced. Oh, but honey, you've got to understand the science. There is no science to that. I want to say that I try to understand, but there is no science to this, and I'm just tired. I feel like, you know, when they finally figured out how to make the livestock houses, you know, to round the corners so that cattle don't get scared or anxious and they can't see what's coming. That's what I feel like our government's doing to us. They learned to round the corner so we can't see what's coming. So I'm just very distrustful right now, which I always have been at, at the base of my being. I'm just a very distrustful person. If you try to change my mind or motivate me, I'm going to sit back and go, what are you doing? What's in it for you? Why are you choosing to affix that to me? Why am I up here as a target? But anyway, I put the daggum thing on. And I'm thinking, surely these people are smart enough to know that, they know. Surely to God, they're smart enough to know. I'm going to trust them. I'm stupid for trusting them. So they call me back to my room, and I'm waiting for my specialist. And, I've honestly, the last couple years, I have learned to really doubt humanity. And just the wherewithal, the common sense, I just doubt humanity. Like, I have on a deconstructed shirt today, and I had like 5 people tell me to turn it right side out. It's deconstructed to go with my deconstructed hey dudes. Nobody got that. Anyway, I'm sitting there waiting for the doctor to come in, and I hear this. Like, oh my God, for the last month, I switched to oat milk, and like, oh my God, I feel so much better. The oat milk is so much easier on my bowels and digestive system. I really feel like I've lost 10 pounds of water weight just from the oat milk. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I'd found this sooner. Like, I didn't even know you could get milk from oats. Removed all question in my mind about stupid people. Because you know something? If that is a registered nurse, that was a registered nurse who thought you could squeeze an oat and get milk like a nut. She didn't understand that oats, they're dry, like the wheat and the chaff and the wind. She didn't understand any of that. I mean, it went over her head and never circled back. It just kept going. And I'm sitting there going, oh dear Jesus. I'm like, okay, she does know that you soak the oats to get all the nutrients out of the oats. And then they press the oats to get all the liquid that they then soak to get all the nutrient-rich oat milk. No, because I then heard the rest of the conversation when one of her colleagues said, honey, oats don't give milk. They soak them to get all the nutrients out, and then they drain them, and that's the oat milk. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I thought it was like squeezing them like almond milk or something. And I'm sitting there going, I'm trusting these people with my life. You know, infections close to my brain. I'm trusting these people with my life. I had a moment, y'all. I just wanted really to get up and walk out. But I thought, no, surely to God, the specialist is not as stupid as his staff. But that's the line that separates sometimes the professional working side and the normal side is so thin, it should scare us all and make us really think about our judgment, where it comes from, and how much time we place on trying to apply common sense and logic and look at things from multiple viewpoints and not accept somebody else's statements as truth all the time. Feelings are not facts. And I just think we've all overlooked that here lately. But that was like the first really strange thing that happened today. And then the mask was, you know, it just freaked me out. Today was just a weird day. It just felt wrong. Everything that happened today felt wrong. But then we get down there, and lo and behold, my mother's Chihuahua, who's 12 years old, has been very sick for the last 6 months. It's been a battle. I want everybody to please keep my mama in your thoughts. Her little 12-year-old Chihuahua today went into organ failure. He has had Cushing's for several months. They've been trying to control it with medicine and diet, and they've done okay. But today, apparently, diabetes just Jimmy Superfly snooked right in there and just kabam, it's over. His body cannot fight both at the same time, so they're trying to make him comfortable and try different medicine tonight. But if he has not improved in the morning, they're going to have to put him down and, bless his heart, let him go rest. My mother will be lost eternally without that little dog. So please say a prayer for my mother, send some positive vibes. She's going to have a really rough time. And that's the day I've had. I came home and it was storming. It was crazy. My dogs were like 90 or nothing when I came home. I guess they were amped up from the weather. It has been a whoo day. I'm fixing to sit here and work on a beaver hoop and calm my mind. And then I'm going to go to bed and crash because I just had the realization that I pay thousands of dollars to people that didn't even know that oats can't be pressed for milk. You have to soak them. I mean, oats are dry. Like, we used to feed horses crimped oats. If you don't know how dry an oat is, just get a shipment of crimped oats and unload it and blow your nose. You'll be amazed what comes out. It's like when pin feathers come off broiler house chickens. Oh, it's a sight to behold, and it certainly is not a feeling you want to experience more than once in your life. That's the day I had. We really need to look at things and be so much more careful, because people that should have our trust abuse, or the people that should have our trust never get it, and the people that have our trust abuse it, and we can't delineate and decipher between the two parties most of the time, and that is scarier than crap. And right now I'm reading Behold the Pale Horse by that William Cooper guy, and my mind is blown. It's like back in the 80s, he knew so much that would come to be, and here we are living it, and I'm like, Jesus, we should have seen this coming. I mean, like a Charlet boil down a mini cow chute. We should have seen it coming, and I'm just amazed we didn't. But nobody, you know, I wore just this plain shirt, so nobody thought I had a shirt that said abortionist when it said arborist today. That was a plus. And made the road trip safely. That was a plus. And I came home, and Kazi was just exceptionally photogenic, so we took some pictures we wanted to share with you. Oscar is sulking currently, so he would not take photos. So I'm going to share those with you now to hopefully brighten your day. I'm just my little doggy grew up so handsome, so it's just, I'm smitten with him. But yeah, just food for thought. Little things that happened that made me go, oh, really? You're kidding me. Huh. Look at everyone as, yes, a possibility, but look at everyone as also a possible train wreck. Please be careful who you place your trust in, and when people unequivocally announce their stupidity, talk about it and bring notice to it and let them know you're uncomfortable. Like, I spoke with my doctor about it, and he laughed. He laughed. Like, oh, it's just the girls. I'm sorry. You deal with people's brains and ears and possible meningitis here. I don't think stupidity is an endearing quality. He did not take that very well, but he understood why I was concerned. And I was like, I told him, I said, she sounded plumb vapid. And I said, I'm trusting you with my life. Every time I come in here, I'm putting my life on the line to trust your judgment and your staff's judgment. And I said, that concerned me. And I said, it also concerns me that I walk in, I didn't have to wear a mask 2 weeks ago, and now I've got to wear a mask again, but nobody can tell me why. But it says on the big sign, all unvaccinated people must wear a mask. So basically what you're doing is violating HIPAA in your waiting area because everybody knows everybody's business whether they're wearing a mask or not. I am not okay with that because anonymity should be something everybody can hang on to. And he just kind of looked at me. And I said, I understand this is not anything you wanted to deal with today. I said, but in this area, in this very rural area, in this very independent area where people have very, very, very loud views, you might want to think about it. Because when I had to stop and be given a mask to put on, I had about 7 necks swivel, like I was possessed by Satan and they needed to let me know that they saw the evil. And literally I sat there and put my mask on and they just all swiveled to me. And me being who I am, I took my mask over my mouth, put it over my eyes, and waved. And my mother giggled, and I said, well, it works about the same. They then stopped staring at me, and they knew not to poke the bear. But y'all, question people. The stupidity is getting a little bit out there these days. I mean, you know something? I don't mind playing by the rules, but let's stop changing the rules mid-game. Or let's stop changing the rules when the other team's about to score. Let's just... I just want some consistency in this daggone world. And I want to go to the doctor and not know that stupid people have my life in their hands. Yeah, okay. Let's be nice now. Look at the pictures of my adorable dog. Change your mental mode. Mama Liz out.